時間間違えた。あれI think I got my time zones mixed up. No! Now everyone's confused. I was meant to start now. No, I should have double checked. Hang on. まあいっか。I guess I'll tweet something. Just let everyone know I'm starting now. What am I doing? God damn it, these time zones are fucking with my head, man. You know what it is? I couldn't be bothered changing the time region on my laptop here. So that's what's messing me up. I thought my laptop was in Australian time. I guess not. Anyway, starting now. Actually, there we are. Host. Right. Oh, I'm so silly. And DVR is on. Oh, excellent. I'm getting everything wrong today. Let's see. Alright. That should be good. Now I'll be back in a minute, guys. Just give me another minute to finish repairing everything. And I'll be right back. Be with you soon. Hi everyone! Hello! Wow. So good to see you all. Happy spring, everyone. Springtime is here. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. This is Sonny Brisquad. That's right, it's grape season. Spring, known for orange leaves and grapes and many other things. Wow. How are you all? So nice to see you and have you. It's so nice to have you. So, you know, it's getting to be that time of year, and I just wanted to know what you guys are planning for spring, you know? What are you planning? I thought, you know, I kind of want to go on a nice picnic. When's the last time you've been on a picnic? I can't even remember. I want to go down to the park, the nature reserve, and get a nice picnic basket and have a sandwich or two. Ohanami. 行きたいね. I want to go out under the sakura. That's the dream. That's the ideal. Is under the sakura and there's no one else around, and it's just like an empty field of cherry trees, and it's quiet and serene, and it's just you and your friends and having a nice picnic with what do you eat at the sakura picnic, guys? Is it onigiri with umeboshi? Whoa, guys, remember that guy from Super Mario RPG with the sunglasses? That's Boshi. Karaage at the picnic. That does sound pretty nice, I must say. What are you guys bringing to the picnic? I think karaage is a good contender. But I don't know. I feel like a sandwich it's nice, but it's a little I don't want to say boring. It's a little basic for Sonny Briscoe. Yeah. We talking about lunch? Well, I don't know. I feel like you don't really have a picnic at nighttime. You could. It's not too uncommon to have hanami at nighttime, I'm pretty sure. You would think that maybe breakfast would also be acceptable, but I feel like you don't hear much about a breakfast picnic, do you? It's usually lunch. Pizza and sushi? The diabolical combo right there. It's like you know, pizza is cheese and tomato on bread, and sushi is fish and whatever on rice. But what if it was just fish on vinegared bread and cheese on the rice? That's what you sound like when you say you're eating both pizza and sushi at the picnic. I don't know, man. That's what it sounds like to me. Anyway, it's such a nice spring that we have coming up. It's in the air already. The smell, everyone loves it. It's everyone's favorite scent in the spring. Fond memories of walking down the street or down, you know, the park or whatever. And the smell of spring is in the air, and it smells exactly like, what if someone had left a fish out in the sun for like a day and then put that in some flour and water and milk and mixed that up and left that for another day, and they put that in the trees. You ever get that? You ever get that smell? We had some of those at school. I've talked about this before. I've definitely talked about this before. It's the ornamental pear trees. We have them in Australia. The best thing about spring is the ornamental pear trees. And that's what it smells like. It smells disgusting, quite frankly. It smells like rotting flesh. And a number of other things you could compare it to. You all know what I'm talking about. Oh, those. Yeah, that's the one. Everyone knows. When, you know, we're not quite cultured and ancient enough to have sakura in Australia. No, we have to deal with ornamental pear trees that smell like... smells like old pancake batter. Terrible. Very nice. Anyway. So, thanks to everyone for gathering here today at my my humble stream. So nice. So nice to have you here. Every day, but especially today, I have a very, very special announce that I'd like to share with you. A bit later, perhaps. You know, I was saying something last stream. We did Iron Lung. We played Iron Lung, and I was talking about, you know, what I'm up to and you know, what's coming up. And I got this thing. I got it all ironed out. It's lined up. It's happening this Sunday. Something very important is gonna happen. What is it? I guess you'll have to find out by continuing to watch the stream. So I don't know, I'm just here. I just want to stream anyway, so I guess I'm just here to hang out and talk for a bit. And I guess when I run out of things to talk about, I'll pop out the announcement, something like that. Anyway, so the announcement is man. What even is there? I don't know. It always comes to this in the Zatsu streams. You know? I don't know, am I supposed to, like, have a fucking... Well, what do you guys do when you're, like, when you gotta make conversation? Are you supposed to, like, have cards or in your head everywhere you go? I feel like there's probably the more, what do you call it? The more socially inclined people, the butterflies out there, they make eye contact. So I would like to continue the conversation. I feel like they don't consciously do it, but it's probably because it's so, you know, ingrained, right? It's not like they're conscious of it because, you know, you just, when you get enough socialization, it's just natural, right? But I wonder how many people out there actually make an effort to, like, memorize conversation topics and points in the conversation to talk about. Because I've thought about it. I've always, like, struggled with it since, I don't know, as long as I can remember, really. Like making small talk, meeting new people. Like once you get to know someone a bit more, it's not as hard. But I think, like, does anyone out there like make a system of it? Because there have been times where I really, like, took notes and actually wrote down conversation starters and, like, where to take certain conversations and things like that. Yeah, you have the script. I want to know what's on your script. The one that's coming to mind right now is like, how do you like your eggs? It's like the most inoffensive topic that most people can relate to and say something about and have something unique to say, right? Easier to talk to strangers when you know you're never going to see them again. Yeah, I feel that sometimes. Like when you meet someone the first time, you're pretty like, yeah, it's chill. And like you see them the second time, you're like, oh god, they're going to see through my facade. They're going to know that I don't have that much to talk about, actually. And the weather. Well, I mean, hey, it's been so nice. And that's about all I have to say about that. Yeah. Was that not in one of your birthday call-ins? That's what I'm saying. It's that's one of my go-tos. You think I just come up with that off the dome? I got that written down. Not that it's like anything that groundbreaking or special. I just, I gotta have it written down, otherwise I don't know what to do. Is my problem. Complimenting clothes. That is a good one. You should only do it if you're sincere about it, though. And I've got nothing sincere to say about any of you right now. You just info dump. That's a terrible way to make a friend. Unless they're equally as, hyperfixated on whatever it is as you are. And sometimes that can go the wrong way, What if someone else is like really into Legos or something like that, and you're like, yeah, and I have this set that, it's the Star Wars set, but I combined it with the Batman set. So I got like Lego Batman Star Wars, and I created this lore, and so his name is Darth Joker, and it's what if the Joker was knighted as a Sith Lord, and he uses lightning that's purple and green, and when he does that, he also chokes you at the same time, and then like the other guy's like seething, like my Lego lore is better than yours, and he's like, I like Lego more than you. That's a real thing that happens in reality, and I've experienced it. And I think that's a real thing in like otaku circles as well. It's called dotan kyohi. Like when you have the same Oshi as someone and they get like jealous and possessive over them or something like that. Or they have a superiority complex about it. You gotta watch out for people like that. It's not like I don't understand it at all, but when you start actually treating people poorly, you're straight up psychotic, and I need you to stop. You can't be around people if you're like that. This is coming from me, I need to get away from people that are like that. It's scary. Not like I don't understand the mindset, but you can't let it affect the people around you, is what I mean. Anyway. What was I saying? Yeah, what else? What other good conversation starters do you guys have? How do you feel about the pineapple on pizza debate? And other inane questions. Don't actually tell me right now. It's sort of a rhetorical. Competitive oshikatsu. Well, I guess it's kind of competitive, but I think there can be positive competition in that context. It's like, oh, I'm gonna come up with the coolest what do you call it? Itabaku, and we're gonna compare them and like see what we did different and stuff like that. You can do that with your friends and whatever, and that can be sort of a friendly competition. But when it gets like abusive, and just unfriendly and rude, random questions that pop up. I feel like I'm really bad at doing that. I'm usually parsing everything, every one of my thoughts, I'm usually parsing through at least 3 filters before it comes out my mouth. Unless it's someone I'm really, really close with. Small talk with people you don't know well versus meeting up with known friend. Yeah, exactly. Because with a friend, you don't have to think about these things. You can literally just talk about anything because you've already established, a rapport with them. So it's more about in a context like this, meeting someone or public speaking, things like that. Like how do you come up with stuff, right? Pets is good, yeah. It's nice. Even if they don't, you can talk about what it's like not having one. Or like if they want to have one and stuff like that, yeah. Imagine just meeting someone that doesn't relate to having a pet or not at all, and they're just like, I've never really thought about it. I don't know. Well, are you a dog or a cat person? I don't know. Some people are really like that, you know. They just don't, you know. It can be like depending on their mood as well, but they just want to be a brick wall or whatever at the time. Yeah. Yum, 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 yum. Just show them reels, and if they laugh, that's lucky. And no, but what if it's all stuff that they, you know, they don't find funny, right? It's the worst thing, and everyone's experienced it. It's, you want to show someone, like even your friend, like you want to show them something, like, hey, check this out, I thought it was really funny. And then you watch, like, it was, to you, it was like the greatest thing ever, but you watch their reaction and they're just like, yeah. And you just feel like, oh, fuck. I feel like a moron now. You know? You imagine just doing that for an hour. Like your coworker trying to show you something funny, or like your friend of a friend, and you just like, no idea. Oh my god, I've had some hellish conversations with friends of friends. Oh my god, it's like actually traumatic. Actually might have you know, something to do with my social anxiety history. Really bad stuff. Terrible. But yeah, you know, I just never know how to navigate those situations, right? Yeah, I mean, depending on their age and stuff, their generation, you can ask, you know, what sort of games they're into, or I don't know. Imagine meeting like a Zoomer type person that just wasn't into video games at all. I can't imagine it. I feel like it's such a universal thing in the West, at least. They just don't at all, you know. It's pretty rare these days, isn't it? Like back in back in my day, it's pretty common for people to not, you know, be on the internet at all, not play games at all. They're all just about sports and family, which is good, and that's healthy and lovely, but it's, you know, it's hard to make a conversation for me anyway. Yeah. Yeah, I'm taking a sec to read some of the comments up here. Yeah. Coworkers are older asked if I was a gamer. Almost cried. Oh, are you a gamer? What, you mean you should ask them like, oh, are you a TVer? You watch television? I always thought that term was so stupid, and people that identify with it are also like, I don't know, man. Do you really want to put a label on yourself like that? It's fine to like identify with video games to an extent, but I just like the putting the name on it, you know. I just don't know how I ever like felt about that. Like even like the greatest what do you call it? It doesn't even need to be about gaming, but like you're an actor and it's like, so who are you? I'm an actor. Like maybe that, you know, okay, maybe I'm not going anywhere with this, because, you know, if you do have a singular defined purpose in your life and you devote your entire life to that, you know, I think that is it can be, anyway, it can be a very good, generative and a positive thing. But I don't know how positive it is when you devote your entire life to gaming if you're not actually, you know, making a living out of it. Yeah, like especially, and there is a negative connotation associated with it. You're a gamer, you're a stinky, cave dweller, goblin creature, right? Which I don't think that's right either, you know. Maybe it is accurate, but I don't think it should be a negative thing, you know. If you, as in like if you play video games, you're a stinky, troglodyte. But I just man. You gotta be your own person, you know? You can't be wearing labels. Not stinky, but I am a cave-dwelling goblin. You got the Febreze in the cave there. You got Axe deodorant. Yeah, bringing up anime back in the days. Oh, it was terrible. These days, you know, everyone's watching it on Netflix. I'm sure even like older people will see it enough around that they understand, like they have a basic idea of, you know, what it is, what it's like, right? But yeah, imagine being in a non-Asian culture and saying, you know, you're having the conversation, oh, so what are you into? I'm really into Japanese animation. And, you know, most people would have no idea, right? Like, why, first of all, why Japanese in particular? We're not Japanese. Why are you into that, you know? And then once they hear more about it, then they start, you know, looking at you a little funny. My favorite series is called My Little Sister Can't Be This Cute, and it's about this it's about this 15-year-old girl that loves to play erotic video games. and her developing relationship with her brother. That's a conversation that has happened somewhere before. Even these days, if you said that, it would be, you know, it would raise a few eyebrows, I'm sure. Not the first example you want to bring up of your hobby, but still, you know, people they associate it with that and they start to look at you funny and so on, right? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, even like VTubers, you can't tell most people about VTubers. Just out on the street. But I mean, if in certain circles, it's pretty normal, right? But yeah, your regular average Joseph, you can't really talk about that. I was talking about it the other day. Like, you can't even begin to explain like the background behind this subculture. No one really understands it. You have to have the lived experience to truly appreciate it, right? Yeah, it's a bit niche. Explaining papes to my friends felt like running a crash course. Yeah, it's like, even, you know, if it's a you have like a little Pokemon keychain. An old person says, "Hey, what's that?" And it's like, "Oh, it's Pokemon. It's from a popular video game about these creatures." And you know, maybe some people would roll their eyes, but at least they'd like understand. And then, you know, you have your pape on your bag or whatever. Someone says, "What's that?" You have to explain, first of all. There's live streaming and YouTubing, and then there's anime characters. And then what if an anime character live streamed, and then they also had this thing called the pape, and there's a whole culture around that as well, you know? I just say you're from anime. I am from anime. I'm from the Sonny Briscoe show. That's right. It's scary when I take out my puppy and my normie friends say your name. That's terrifying. Tell them to get my mouth. What? My name out of their mouths. This name is not for normal lips. Hey, you tell your friends to get their tongue out of my mouth now. I won't accept it. No, your friend called you Naruto because of your yellow hair. What? I feel like Naruto's not even that yellow, is he? I'm yellower than him. I'm the most yellow. I always associate Naruto with orange, but maybe that's just his clothes. Yeah, his what do you call it? Naruto's official hex code is it's an orange color. It's not FFF. Blah blah blah. I don't know, what is let me find a Naruto color here. Let's see if I can find something. Color. Naruto. Okay, we're going through oranges here. This is actually this is FFD. Is it? Oh shit. We might have an FFF. FF. Oh. Nah, they don't get it to FFF territory. I'd say that over here. FF. Wait, what? No, I'm getting confused now. FF. No, this should be right. It's FFCC. I don't think it gets into triple F territory for orange. I mean, yeah, yellow is when it starts getting seriously effed. Nice and bright for you. It's the color channel. You never seen that? Welcome to the color channel. Anyway, I guess that's about all I have to say today. So, without further ado, the exciting announcement is... Drum roll, please. Brrr, boom. I'm Acorn Sonny. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm the king of all acorns. Yippee. Yahoo. It's joke. Just kidding. There's a real announcement coming later. I just thought, because it's spring, I would put this on. I don't know if that makes sense, but here I am. I'm all corned up. Just for you. Brought my little hat here. What was it? Anyway, enough with that. What else? What else is going on? I want to, let me ask what you guys are up to as well. Hello. How are you, Briskadets? And anyone else that doesn't consider themselves one that is watching. What are you up to? Tell me something. You gotta tell me something cool that happened. What's been going on, you know? What is on the agenda lately? What's happening? You see the Iron Lung film yet? Bro, it's been like 2 days. Give me a minute. I'm pretty busy over here. I don't have time for movies right now. Yeah, Steel Ball Run. The first few episodes came out already, right? Or is it the first episode only? I don't know. Anyway. Doom scrolling CSM ending. Yeah, I keep hearing about that. I haven't gotten around to reading it myself yet, but it sounds very divisive, and that's good. I want it to be. an unsatisfying ending. That's the best way to end it. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. They got you on the Tamon anime. I saw people saying that the guy looks like me or something like that. I don't know if he does, man. These people are on the same level as that person's friend seeing my puppet and saying, "Wow, Naruto." Okay, maybe not. Okay, he's got a little bit more in common. I'll give you that a little bit. I'll give you halfway. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. I got third in a rowing race and preparing for a race this weekend. Wow, I wish you the best. That's impressive. Top 3 in anything is pretty impressive. Unless there was only 4 entries, maybe. Good job. Rowing is interesting, huh? Because, why wouldn't you just put a motor on the back of your boat, right? All these guys are training to make their boat go the fastest. You know they invented motors like 100 years ago, right? Kidding. That's very impressive. Out of 5. Hey, that's still halfway. That's pretty good. Good job. Very athletic. You have a sport you like the most? I don't know. Not really. I don't have a number. I'm not a huge fan of sports in the first place. Maybe mixed martial arts. Nah, I've never been that into it. It's cool, but I can never follow sports. It's too much. Yeah, electronic sports for me. Thank you. I'll have a constant stream of StarCraft streams. Thank you very much. No, but I did follow a little bit of swimming and tennis when I was younger, but not really at the same time. And I played a bit of tennis and swimming. You don't really play swimming. So some sports you play and some you don't. Think about that. Which ones do you play? You play football? You play ball sports. I'm putting all the pieces together right now. Do you play any non-ball sports, guys? You don't play javelin or shot put. Do you play... What is that thing called? Badminton? I feel like that's ball sports adjacent, though. You play hockey, again, it's like... It's a ball, but it's not, you know? Do you play... the vault, pole vault? I guess not. You don't play hurdles. You play cheese. You do, actually, yes. Play curling. Actually, that is a good question. That's the one that I'm not sure about. Do you play curling? You play lawn ball, which is similar. Billiards a ball game. I don't know. Would you consider it a sport? At what point does it stop being a game and start being a sport? I guess when it gets more competitive, but then there's non-competitive sports too. So what's the deal? What is the deal? Play volleyball. You do. Do you play darts? Hey, let's play darts. I think you do play darts, but it's also... Yeah. Do you play breakdancing? No, you dance breakdancing. Play karate. You know, that's the thing. You can play fight, and most competitive fighting is kind of, you know, play fighting in the sense that you're not actually trying to kill each other. At least in my opponent's case. You play chess, but yeah, is chess a sport too? Yeah, when it becomes a competitive competition, I guess it is. I'm an athlete. I play chess. Makes sense to me. Competitive rock, paper, scissors. Yeah. Well, here's a question. At what point does the game need to be complex and sophisticated enough for it to enter the Olympics? And when are we going to introduce video games to the Olympics? You play team sports involving others. I see what you're saying. Team sports. But what are the non-ball sports that are team sports? Rowing is kind of a team sport. Help. Whoa, there we go. Sorry about that. Having a moment there. Sorry about that. Australian internet moment. Love to see. You know, I feel so at home now. What was I saying? We were just saying that how new are all the sports in the Olympics? Because oh yeah, guys, you missed the announcement. You missed your chance. I already said it during the stream cutout right there. No, someone was saying that they introduced breakdancing to the Olympics, which is pretty recent. But what else would there be? I don't know. What about like skeleton? I guess that's Winter Olympics, right? Video games at the Olympics reminds me of how Faker is exempt from military service in South Korea due to his contributions to gaming. That's such a funny sentence, but it's true and understandable. He's like, I think this video game player is making up at least 1% of Korea's GDP, right? Should add tug of war. Actually, I would love to see tug of war in the Olympics, actually. That would be really fun. Imagine the like training routine. Like just these huge, like heavy like bottom heavy center of gravity bear guys, these like power lifter guys. All of them in a line, just pulling on ropes all day. That would be so awesome. Amazing. And you know, like the sports anime out there, and then they gotta make one for the tug of war team. What would that look like? Man. Do you think that like different people's technique like has a factor, or should they all be aiming to pull in the same way in unison, right? It's like, senpai doesn't understand my rope pulling technique. He doesn't get that if you grip your fingers this way, you actually get more tension and leverage on the rope. He's making me train with the incorrect method, but the coach agrees with him. What am I supposed to do? God damn it. And also, why is he so hot when he's sweating from tug of war practice? Yeah, they probably, there's like a guy on the sidelines watching the game that's like breaking it down for the viewers. He's like in the bleachers like, naruhodo. He's using his center of gravity as a catapult to sort of like, almost like slingshotting yourself off a planet in all those sci-fi movies you watch. And he's actually using the opponent's force against them, like judo, like aikido. Wow. A moment where they become one as they pull the rope? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. they all just like meld into one huge, super pulling creature, right? They all just turn into one machine. Remove the secret wrist weight. Oh, cinema. That's where the hype is. Yeah, what are they doing? The fucking fusion dance? What do you mean they become one? I get that they like are in sync, but how would that be visualized in this visual medium is what I'm wondering. My body is a machine that pulls. That's the captain of the enemy team, opponent's team, rival team, I should say. Yeah. They should make sports anime for everything. One that actually I won't give it away because it's my my dream to be the director of this particular anime. Never mind. Anyway, but I had this great idea for a sports anime. Anyway, what if there was one for like what's something professional, like you know what I'm, you know, like eating competition? Is there a word for eating competition? Like, what do you call that? Ogui kyoso no sports anime mitai. Ogui taikai. Yeah, like hot dogs and so on, right? Nanda koitsu? Hara wo sokonashi ka? Dondake taberu n da yo? Maketa. Kuyashi. What else would that be? Unclench his jaw. Oh, that's yeah. The best thing about the sports anime is having someone with like a very specific and unrealistic is the best part. It's unrealistic technique or like special move or something like that. And one guy dislocates his jaw so he can fit more food in at once. Ah, yeah, the snake jaw technique. And he like his name is like a snake pun, right? His name's Hebiske or something like that. That's too stupid. I don't know. Yeah, his name Orochi something, probably. Yeah, I think there's like huge untapped potential in these premises. Someone's got to do it. Yeah, I have wanted to see like a really in-depth sports anime type thing or manga for fighting games, and I think a few of them do exist. Like there's the one with like the what was it again? Like the Ojo-sans, that Ojo-sama's playing fighting games or something like that, which looked pretty interesting. But I don't know. I wasn't fully on board with that one. I don't know. It didn't grab me by the chain. Yeah. It's gotta be really in depth and really hype. Like I think that's another one that I did want to make, and but like the difficulty is I would want it to be like a game that doesn't exist in reality but still would be balanced if you did directly make a game out of it, like the mechanics have to make sense, right? It has to, if you did make that game, like maybe what you do is you make the game first in secret and don't release it to the public, and you write it based around that. Like you only play it with like a select secret, top secret team. The secret game exists before the show, and then you figure out how to make a story out of it, and then you release the game, and you sell like hotcakes. Hell yeah, that's the plan. Secret sport. Yeah, there's probably a lot of secret sports out there, actually. It's been passed down through generations. Actually, snake jaws don't dislocate, and if you remembered my animal fact, you would know. I know they don't dislocate, right? But they have certain joints. What was it again? I don't even know. But I mean, it's not dislocation in the same sense that a human would dislocate their jaw, right? I don't remember. I'm sorry. That was animal fact 100 out of, you know, the hundreds that you've sent me. I don't remember. I'm sorry. We're looking it up. How snake open mouth big? By using a highly flexible skull structure with unfused lower jaws. Right, they're not fused in the first place, right? And they're just attached by ligaments. That makes sense. Right. Yes. It's like yeah, they can what do you call it? It's like they have their own muscles within it, so the same like mechanism that they can inch across the ground almost is, I mean, maybe not exactly, but I think maybe in the similar way that a caterpillar would walk, their jaws sort of inch forwards over the prey. You know, it's like open a little bit, stretch forwards, close down, and shrink and contract. That's my impression of it. It's like, you know, like something like that. Anyway. Have you seen Snakehead Caterpillar? Yeah, that's a cool one. I think I saw it show up on my Twitter feed like this morning or something as well. It was a really convincing one. And I like the snake that has like a spider tail. You know the one? It's like, it looks like it's got spider legs on its tail, and then when a bird comes up to grab the spider, the snake grabs the bird instead. Gotcha. Sneaky. Mimics. Mimics are real, but they're not disguising themselves as treasure chests. You know, I think given like a few 1,000 years, maybe, I don't know, maybe a few like 100,000 years of evolution in the right circumstances, I think a reptile like a crocodile could evolve into a treasure chest shaped mimic creature. I think it could happen, right? In the right conditions, it could happen. Probably take too long to do it organically. They're gonna have to do some gene modification if we want to see that in real. They gotta do some Jurassic Park shit. Speaking of which, amazing segue. Thank you very much. I can do this all day. I watched the newest Jurassic World on the plane over here, and man, they're so predictable. They're so bad, man. I don't know. They're still fun. They're still fun. You know, I love the whole like franchise. The first one is actually like really good, right? I mean, Jurassic Park, the original adaptation of the book. I love that movie as a kid. I had genuine terror in the scene where the T-Rex is you know, gnashing at them inside the car. Actual horror shit, right? So thrilling, so good. And like the actual like plot is like pretty I don't want to say it's like groundbreaking or anything, but it's solid, and like the direction of the movie is really good. Anyway, the movies after the first one, there's The Lost World, there's Jurassic Park 3. These ones not as I quite liked some parts of The Lost World, but they're just oh, man. I think they just become like pulp, just like, what do you even call it? You know, it just for thrills type movies where, you know, it stopped being about the you know, struggle between like man and the hubris of man and nature like coming at a head with each other. And it was kind of just like, ooh, why do we keep making dinosaurs? You know, this, like, it's gonna work this time, surely. And it continues like that for like all the movies up until the latest one. It's the one with Scarlett Johansson, who is always, you know, playing the exact same character in every movie she's in. Like, she's a badass bitch with a gun, and she's like a hardened veteran, and can kill you with her toes or something like that. Anyway, but within the first, I want to say 15-20 minutes of the film, you're introduced to all the characters, and you can tell exactly which characters are gonna get eaten by the dinosaurs. Within minutes, you know exactly which ones are gonna have a gruesome death. Like, as soon as you get like a tiny glimpse of their personality and their relationship with the other characters, you know exactly who is gonna make it out alive and who is not. The actually one thing that kind of threw me off at the start was this. I don't know, maybe you don't care about spoilers or not, but there's like this Hispanic family or something that's like separate to the Scarlett Johansson group that sort of get like caught up in all this dinosaur business. And the boyfriend of one of the daughters is kind of this like slacker type character that like he doesn't have a very good impression at the beginning of the film. And I thought like, this guy's probably gonna get eaten like like early, right? But no, he actually he like starts getting more likable as the film goes on. And like, I don't know, but at the same time, like, what happened to his like shitty, lazy attitude? He just becomes a regular dude. Like, he becomes like such a good boy halfway through the film. And it makes me think like maybe that was like decent character development, in the sense that, you know, the call to action in this, you know, life or death situation, he wants to protect his girlfriend and their family, and he starts manning up and, you know, actually taking action. And I did kind of like that, you know, with the right motivation, like even a piece of shit like that can you know, lock in and you know, make a difference and whatever. Anyway, yeah, he had a decent arc. for, you know, considering most of the movie was pretty like paper thin. Anyway, but coming back to it, like they introduced this like rich mogul, like, fucking I forget what he exactly was, like some rich investor, medical guy, or whatever it is, and he wants to like sell this vaccine or some shit for $1 billion, trillion, gazillion, gorillion dollars, and he's hiring all these like mercenaries, and you get introduced to all the mercenaries, and there's like the black guy with the tragic past that is like connected to the Scarlett Johansson main character, and then there's like all these other characters that are kind of just like only barely introduced, and you don't really know anything about them, and they're all kind of like shitty and like dismissive and, and stuff like that, and you just know that like pretty much all of these people are gonna be vored by a Tyrannosaurus or whatever, right? You just know. And like sure enough, like one by one they get pecked off by, you know, every time the carnivores show up. They get chomped on, and sometimes it's like you think they get away, but they don't, and they throw you for a loop here and there. But you know, it's still so predictable, man. Yeah, you literally you can make a game out of like who gets eaten with your friends if you watch one of these movies. Just like stop after the first 20 minutes and write down the character names. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, interesting what they did with the movie, because I'm sure I talked about this thing as well, that at some point they stopped. Then again, it wasn't always very historically or biologically accurate in the first place, even from the original movies. But at some point they stopped making real dinosaurs and just started making up some bullshit, and that like got taken to another extreme in this movie, because they have like inbred mutant 6-arm dinosaurs now in this new one. I forget what the title of this most recent one is called, but it's the newest one anyway. And yeah, it's like T-Rexes weren't good enough, so they had to make like the fucking, it looks like the Cloverfield monster, if you remember that one. It looks exactly like a more stocky Cloverfield, except like, I don't know, mixed with like a T-Rex and a pug somehow. Yeah. Anyway, it's I don't know, like it's kind of fun. I appreciate like the monster design in a way. That's a fun aspect of it, that they're coming up with like new ideas, and there's like a craftsmanship to that I appreciate. But I don't know. Like I would kind of just see like more like faithful and extreme like ideas using actual dinosaurs. Maybe that's just a personal gripe of mine, personally, my preference. There was a bit where there's like a huge no, I'm thinking of something else. Yeah, there was a bit with the Quetzalcoatlus, I think. It's the pterosaur, the flying reptile that has like a really huge beak, you know, the one. It's so terrifying. Like, if you find the skeleton of it, it's one of the like scariest things to think about, that this guy was just flying around back then. Quetzalcoatlus. There's a particular recreation, what, I don't know if that's the right word. Reimagine? No, that's not it either. But you know when they like create a model for what this dinosaur could have looked like based on the skeleton and the fossils, so on. There's a particular image of like the model standing next to a human, and when I saw this for the first time, this image, you can look up Quetzalcoatlus, you'll probably find it. I thought it was the most nightmarish, terrifying thing that I've ever seen. Like, imagine seeing that, and that the beak is bigger than a grown man. The beak alone is twice as big as a grown man, and that's terrifying. But I felt like there was so much potential for some genuine horror with the Quetzalcoatlus that they didn't capitalize on, because it appears in the movie, but it's mostly just kind of like a goofy like action scene more than anything. And I thought like they could have put like the genuine horror scenes in the original Jurassic Park with the T-Rex and the raptors, and even I think the Dilophosaurus, the one where they give it a frilled neck, like a frilled neck lizard, but I don't think that actually existed in reality. Yeah, I thought it looked kind of small in the movie this time. They could have made it bigger and more imposing, and they could have had a bit more suspense and a bit more of a, I don't know, maybe it's hard, like, because it's a flying creature, that there's no way to like make the scene last very long. I'm sure these guys are getting paid $1 million to write the play, what do you call it, the screenplay, the script, right? Surely they can figure out a way to write like a suspenseful and you know, high tension scene featuring like the biggest flying predator that ever existed, right? Surely. So what do you think? But it was kind of, I don't know, I wasn't that impressed with the scene. Anyway. Needed to be bigger, needed to be scary and more nightmare inducing. They did have they created this other creature which was a different type of pterosaur, but it looked kind of like the head, like imagine the pterosaur but with a raptor head almost, or just like a what would be a regular carnivorous dinosaur head, because most of the pterosaurs have not necessarily a beak, but kind of like a snout. I'm not sure what I'm trying to say here, but anyway, it looked pretty cursed. It was like a mutant flying raptor type of deal. I thought that was pretty interesting too, but it just didn't hit the same spot like the raptor scenes did. They really tried to recreate the raptor scenes from the first movie. In this one, there's a bit where they're in this little like convenience store type building, and they're hiding behind the shelves, and it really mirrors the first movie with the raptor scene in the kitchen, but the tension wasn't there, and like they did a few like fun little things like hiding in the fridge and so on, but I couldn't feel the oppression and the intelligence from the dinosaurs that much, you know. It's more like they're just these regular monsters, you know. It didn't feel like an animal hunting prey so much. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I did watch the new dinosaur documentary with Morgan Freeman. I watched the dinosaurs. It was all right. There's quite a few of these I guess you could call them documentaries, where they sort of give you a visualization of dinosaur behavior, and you know how they would live and move around and stuff like that. It's an imagining of it anyway, right? I love dinosaurs. Yay! A dinosaur is my favorite. My favorite is I don't like T-Rex. He's a little bitch. He's not that cool. I like Carcharodontosaurus. Is that his name? Actually, I forget. Carcharodontosaurus? I gotta look him up again. It's been a while. A Carcharodontosaurus. That's the one, yeah. Yeah, I like Carcharodontosaurus. But yeah, I watched this documentary and I thought the visuals were pretty nice. It's some of the most impressive visuals that I've seen for a piece like this. But besides that, I had a few gripes with the presentation and the storytelling behind all of it. It was still cool, like seeing these creatures move around and, you know, they're hunting and then surviving and running away from predators and things like that. I just, you know, it was really bold of Morgan Freeman to make up all that stuff about how the meteor hit Earth and wiped out all the dinosaurs when they're still like roaming around in my backyard. Like, I don't know what that was all about. They're just hanging out, right? no, but there's a few parts in this documentary where they're just making shit up for real. They're just fucking like, I bet the writers were fucking like sitting on the couch and getting drunk as hell and be like, yeah, and like it would be so cool if, like, what if a Spinosaurus could hunt a fish and then like use that as bait for a shark, and it like leaves its mouth open over the water when the shark comes by. And like, this doesn't make any fucking sense. First of all, there's barely any animals like right now that have the intelligence to do that. Like, I think like some like species of bird or like monkey probably have enough intelligence for that, but these are like huge creatures. All their like, you know, all their experience points, all their character points are going into size and power. Like, they don't have time for intelligence, bro. They're not doing all that, and they wouldn't, even if they did and they figured that out, they wouldn't be standing in the middle of the ocean with the mouth open like this, waiting for a shark to swim by. It's not happening, man. Yeah, they're literally doing the fish slop tweets on the fish slop videos that you get on Twitter and Instagram and shit. It's pretty audacious, I might say, to purport that, you know, without like any caveats about like, we don't know if this was real or not, but imagine if it was real. Like, without any of that, they said, yep, Spinosaurus was out there fishing, you know, he's women fear him, fish are attracted to him, whatever it is. And you know, there was a bunch of other stuff like that. I'm trying to think of what else there might have been. It's like Ankylosaurus goes on a journey alone. This male is seeking a solitary lifestyle in a new land, and he's found his home here in the flowers. And listen to him roar and howl. He's singing a song. He's so talented. And this, what he's doing here, this Ankylosaurus with his very talented voice, he's calling for a mate, cause he needs to fuck. And like, you know, how do they know this, man? Like, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. There's another famous dinosaur, Parasaurolophus, and it's a herbivore, but it has this huge horn on the back of its head. And it was theorized that, like, because the bone seems to be like quite hollow, that it would resonate a lot and create like a very unique sound, right? And like that what gave people the idea that maybe this dinosaur was, you know, had a very, you know, unique mating call, you know, like a like a trumpet or something, and this horn helped to create that sound, right? I'll give you that. Like, you don't, no one knows that for sure, but you know, that makes sense. That's lining up. It checks out. Yeah, that tracks. But how do you know that, like, he's this dinosaur? They didn't tell you anything about, you know, its anatomy, about how you know he was singing like this. How do you know that he was traveling out here and began singing to draw a mate, and it didn't have, like, there wasn't some other like behavior or ritual that they did to find the mate, you know? I don't, like, there's other things that like birds will make nests, they will, you know, show colors on their plumage and stuff like that. Spiders do a little dance and so on. Like, how do you know it's gonna be a mating call, right? I don't know. I wondered, like, do any... then again, I'm sure lots of birds also have songs that do it, but, like, you know, they just... man. Didn't relate it to modern animals at all. There were like a few there was a few moments where they did that. Like, he may be no bigger than a chicken, but he's not even fully grown yet. And a few things like that. Like, they did reference, like, these dinosaurs would eventually evolve to become the birds that we know in the modern day, right? Yeah. But, I don't know. None of this stuff was corroborated with, you know, real, like, anatomy or... I wish they would, like, just sort of break the facade of, like storytelling bullshit and, like, one-liners that they hired Morgan Freeman so they could fucking have him read out these, like, epic one-liners. Like, oh my god, I can't recall exactly what they might have said, but there was, like, definitely like a dozen instances where, like, bro, you're just saying nothing right now. You just repeated yourself 3 times, but said it using more dramatic words. And, like, trying to create suspense is like, oh, what's gonna happen? Oh my god, I don't know. Why don't we see dinosaurs anymore? I don't know. Like there's, like, little did this Dilophosaur know what would be waiting for it. I guess it wouldn't be Dilophosaur, he's a pretty early one, but little did this Ankylosaur. Sorry. Internet problem again. This keeps happening. Why does it keep happening? I'd love to know. Who can say? Anyway, what was I saying? Anyway, I wish they would spend less time fucking having Morgan Freeman read these platitudes in the same voice that he always does, and instead, like, back up some of the bullshit they were spitting with a little bit of science, you know? Like, it's okay to just, like, break immersion for 1 second and, like, talk about some of the science behind, you know, these theories. And also, if they could just, like, throw it in there, it's like, we don't know how true this is, but maybe, you know? If they could just throw that in a little bit. But I don't know, maybe they're, you know, it's a business and all, they're trying to sell the illusion to the kids out there, like, wow, dinosaurs were so cool, they were as smart as my dad, who also catches fish. Maybe my dad can catch a shark too. Anyway, I gotta pee, and I'll be back in just a little bit. I've said enough about that. Be right back. Excuse me. Just grabbing some water while I'm at it. Just feeling a bit gunky. I did have coffee before the stream here today. And it actually, you know what? It wasn't bad. I was kind of dying a little bit inside because I was torn away from my beautiful espresso machine at home, and I just gotta deal with instant coffee while I'm at my parents' place. But I figured it out, guys. You can make pretty decent coffee at home if you follow Sonny Briscoe's official patented home latte method. And here's how you do it, okay? I'm gonna tell you, I'm a fucking coffee genius. Alright? Consider this, alright? What is instant coffee really? It's espresso, but it's been freeze-dried into like a powder that you just add water and it becomes espresso again, right? It's the same thing. So I figure, what am I missing in that case? I'm missing frothed up milk and make a latte. And I don't have my steam wand, but there's a solution here. You take a bunch of milk in your cup, or in this case a jar, and you heat the milk up in the microwave. Aha! Right? Or I guess you could boil it, either way. But you put it in the microwave and you heat it up, and then you'll notice that it starts turning a little yellow, and that's when you... Never mind. That's when you put the lid on top, and that's when you start shaking it up. Shaka, 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 shaka. But you have to be careful, because the heat is expanding in the jar, and the lid tends to pop off on the jar if it's not sealed on really tightly. Or either way, you got to be careful about that. Shaking a glass jar, but it's just got to be airtight so that you can shake it around. So I got my jar of hot milk, and I'm just, and what do you know? It's nice and frothy. It's all frothed up just like a cappuccino, and I pour that on top of my little bit of freeze-dried espresso is what I call it. It's not instant coffee. It's space espresso. It's astronaut food is what it is. And, a little bit of sugar, a little bit of honey, and here's my secret. A pinch of salt to cut through the bitterness and distract you a little bit from, whatever depth was lost from the freeze-drying process. You gain back with just a pinch of salt. And the sugar to, once again, counteract that. But yeah. And a bit of honey to... I don't know, that's nice too. But that's how I've been making it. You pour your shaken milk, hot milk, on top of the instant coffee. And that's it. It's instant latte at home without the fancy machine. All you need is the microwave, really. Ta-da! And I've been doing that every day. And it's pretty good, actually. Not bad. Yeah, it's salted caramel, guys. It's the same thing. But yeah, this is the shit I have to deal with. Take me away from home. I'd be moving like Tony Stark in the cave. I'm telling you. I'm like a junker or something. What do you call it? I'm like a scavenger in the wastelands, putting together all sorts of contraptions out of whatever I can find. It's been pretty good, yeah. You should try it if you're without a source of good coffee. If you just got instant coffee but you have some milk, try it out. Try it. It's pretty good, actually. Yeah. Do you enjoy espresso, by the way? I do like straight up espresso, but I think I prefer with milk. Yeah. There were a few times where like before I went to the gym, I would just down an espresso. Me and my buddy, we go to like the cafe next door and just like down an espresso as like a pre-workout before pumping straight iron. Give you a bit of a boost. Yeah. I tried some of that pre-workout stuff before. It's it's kind of crazy. I think there's some like good ones, but there's some like pretty sussy ones out there for sure. Where did my blankie go? Hang on. Oh, there you are. Sorry, I gotta grab it. Excuse me. What was I saying? But yeah, like I had some gym friends that used to take pre-workout. Maybe they still do. I don't know. I haven't been with them for a while. It's like a concoction of like caffeine and fucking God knows what else, like purified creatine. I don't know. That's something else, I feel like. But taurine, who knows? There's all sorts of bullshit in there. And I tried a little bit this one time. And I think like I started like shaking. I think it was too much caffeine because I think like at some point, like after I did like one set, like I felt like, I don't know, it felt like I had like tingling almost on my hands, and I thought, damn, I can't be doing this anymore. So yeah, I didn't really take it after that one time, but I still went with an espresso, which is nice and just a bit of a boost. And it's just like you know, it's a more cultured way to do things, I find. But yeah, I know I still have espresso from time to time, even these days. Got a nice machine at home that can do it for me. But yeah, I do like the lattes, you know, and you get to enjoy it for longer with the latte as well. Yeah. So, I like to, you know, just sit down and I want to have like a good 20 or so sips, not just the one down the hatch. That's also nice. It's also nice if you're in a rush, maybe. I think it's like a very Italian thing. You just grab an espresso, down it, and go about your day, you know? Yeah, black coffee, long black, Americano. That's alright too. I do have straight up black or like drip from time to time as well. Yeah. Not a huge fan, usually. But yeah, I'll take it if there's nothing else. Some really good. It's hard when it's like not very good quality coffee or instant coffee, like straight up black is not so good. Cold brew is quite nice actually. I like cold brew. Yeah. But some good quality black coffee is quite nice, smooth. But when it's not that good, it's like, you know, you make a face, you know. Coffee. I want to talk coffee with Frio. I bet he knows all sorts of tips and tricks. I'm gonna start a new channel called Frio Bean Tips. Frio Coffee Tips. I don't know, it doesn't really roll off the tongue, but I want to know I want to know what the secrets are. Oh, cough frio. That's clever. Oh, yeah. That would be nice. Yeah. Anyway. Next time I get the chance. Yeah. But, yeah, life here has been pretty good, too. I went out and saw my friend yesterday. Who I haven't seen since I left to Nippon. Yeah, it's nice to see someone. We just met up and got some nice spicy noodles. Lanzhou beef noodle. There's like I don't know, it's very popular in Australia for some reason. There's a number of like chains that just do that for you. The beef noodles. Spicy. I like it spicy style. My friends usually not so much, but I get it spicy. You want extra spice? I want extra spice and extra green onions, please. Yeah. Lanzhou 1980. It's always got the year on it for some reason. I don't know what that means. But there's like 1976. There's 1930. I don't know. There's a whole bunch. It's always from the 1900s for some reason. I don't know what that means, but it's always like that. It's the generation that their recipe came from, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, yeah, we just met up and like caught up a little bit. You know, he's good, I'm good. I was just like talking about what we've been up to and stuff like that, and you know, going for a little walk around town and so on. But yeah, I don't know. It's just nice to see someone. I haven't seen many like non Niji Sanji people for a little while. I guess I've seen my family and so on, but yeah, I haven't seen my non-Niji friends for a little while. So it was nice to catch up. We have this other friend that is not in town right now. We didn't but I would have liked to meet him, but he couldn't make it. And we were just fucking shit talking him the whole time. Yeah. That fucking guy, he couldn't make it. He's enjoying, you know, a loving and productive, fulfilling life with his girlfriend or whatever. That piece of shit. And he's why does he talk like that as well? That fucking asshole. I love that guy. You ever talk like that with your friends? Just like, yeah, fuck that asshole. I love him. Yeah, it was nice to hang out though. I think you guys would like my friend. He's really funny. I don't know. I feel like I don't talk like extensively about my offline friends or what kind of people they are, aside from like what we get up to. But he's like a really like funny, energetic. Well, I don't know if he's energetic, but he's a bit more extroverted than I am. I think you guys would like him, but he's got like a really bombastic demeanor and sense of humor. I keep telling him that he would be a great streamer or VTuber. He's very creative and like he has the spark, you know. but he keeps I don't know, making up excuses or whatever. It's never really that excited about the prospect. Yeah, he's one of those guys. Yeah, like you feel like if they did, you know, if they did try it, that they would do very well, but they just have better or bigger, you know, priorities or something like that. I don't know. Maybe one day. It's my dream to, like, he's an artist as well, but it's my dream to see him live a very fulfilling life, living off only his art or something like that. Yeah. And it's my dream for all of you out there as well. If you have a creative talent or, you know, a creative drive at all, I hope that you can put yourself out there. Yeah. Have you told him that in that way? Yeah, I've been very like heartfelt and sincere with him on multiple occasions. For sure. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it's not really a huge goal for him, which is fine too. He's just chilling, you know. Maybe he just wants a quiet life. I get that too. But yeah, you guys, if there is something that you want to do, that you want to make, I want you to try and get started on it. Just get some movement, get some inertia, you know? Just get it started a little bit. Because I keep saying things like I want to do this and that, and it's hard for me to ever actually get started. But once you get started, you know, it starts sort of unraveling on it. It starts moving on its own, you know, once you have inertia. That's how I find things. And I even like started trying to learn how to make video games recently. I mean, I had like one like kind of long session working on it. I haven't done very much since then, like 2 days ago. But I was thinking a lot about how I guess we were talking about it on members recently, but how I wish there was like a game that you could make, that you could play rather, that was just kind of a chill, low commitment game where you can just alt tab back into it and like you can work on it for a second, then come back to it, right? And I was thinking like that doesn't seem too hard to make. I bet if I like look up a few tutorials, I can probably make something close to that, and then maybe work upon it and make a more polished version eventually. But yeah, I got started on learning Godot. It's a game creation engine, I guess. Yeah, it's a little tricky. Is there something about game engines rather than like programming from scratch? I'm very like Ace Attorney Godot. That's right. It's wow. It must be destiny because I'm literally him. There's something like in my head at least. I have all these like preconceptions about how programming works, and like, you know, you have like all the different variables and like you add them up, and this if this else that, well, you know. But I'm just always like sort of like associating I don't even have like a very rudimentary knowledge on this stuff, so it's hard for me to articulate what I'm trying to say. It's like I'm trying to associate each element of this potential game with like a name or a value, but in so far from what I've seen in Godot, most of like the like elements or like entities in the game work based on these things called nodes and also scenes, but it's like everything, even the camera is like an entity, and in a 2D game, it's not something that I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting, but I kind of figured like you would sort of like map out in the code somehow, like display this pixel to this pixel, like that's, you map that out yourself manually first, and then you know, it would display within these pixels or something like that. But there's all these like preset entities that you put in, and it's like not exactly what I was expecting, but I guess that's made for your convenience. So it's like, I guess in that sense it's probably easier for most people to pick up. But there's like so many things like I feel like there would be a more simplified and like more in-depth way to make this from scratch, but the engine like gives you the pieces that are already made for you, and then it's I think the real thing that I'm trying to like get at here is it's like an engine gives you pieces. It gives you a product that comes with features that you don't need, and that feels like excess, and it feels like it feels distracting is what I'm thinking. Whereas like if you did it from scratch, you start from zero, and there's no frills, there's no extra stuff that you don't need. You put in only the things that you need for it. Whereas, you know, an engine, like you put in one thing and it comes with a bunch of stuff that you don't need. And that's, first of all, distracting, and it's making me think that it's maybe not as optimized as it could be by default. But maybe it doesn't matter much these days with modern computers. Anyway, what made you decide on Godot? I don't know. I've been hearing a lot about how it's very intuitive, user-friendly. It's free, it's open source, and I think for like a simple 2D type of game, it seemed like an appropriate starting point for me. Yeah. Anyway, I might keep working at that when I have free time. I've been a little bit busy for the last few days, but when I can, I want to come back to that and see what I can do. It's just fun, like making when you're learning something, it's fun to like pause the tutorial and see what you can accomplish given the information that you already have. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm sure that there was like an example of this that we've talked about on the stream before. I don't know, it could be something as simple as playing a video game where, you know, they give you one tutorial and then you think, maybe using this I can also do that. You know, it's something as simple as that. But I like to before I like watch the whole thing, I like to pause and experiment a little bit to make sure I understand or like find the limitations or the potential uses of any idea that you have. Yeah, no, I that is like the fun part of learning something new in a lot of ways. You gotta make it yours, and in a way that you can intuit, in a way that you enjoy, right? Yeah, like even learning a language, like if you learn a new word or grammar structure or something like that, like you got to think about like, oh, with using this, before I read any more about this, I wonder if I can use this word in this way and so on. And you look it up and you try it out and stuff like that. And that's fun. That's the beauty of learning. Education, everyone. Anyway, yeah. It's been nice. It's because I don't because I'm away from home, I'm a little bored and when I'm not working, it's like, what the fuck else do? I don't have my car. I can't go anywhere. So I'm kind of just finding ways to you know, pass the time. I guess I would read a book, but I didn't bring my books with me. I didn't want to bring them in the bags. So yeah, just trying to find things like that. And I guess this, what better time than this to, you know, try and get a start on my game dev adventures. Electronic books? No thanks. I prefer feeling real paper in my hands when I read. I don't know about you, but I'd rather read a real book. The thing is, if I was at home and I had this much free time, I would probably just be playing video games anyway, off stream. I'd be playing one of the games that I can't stream, or that I don't want to stream for some reason. Probably, anyway. I'd probably be playing Death Stranding 2. I want to play it, man. It's coming. It came to PC, Steam. Already? It's out. I want to play it on my big TV. Looks so good, man. It looks good. It looks better than the first one. I want to play it. I enjoyed the first one. You know, I had my gripes with it, but it looks good as hell. When you play off stream, I mean, it depends. It's usually somewhat like, what do you call it? It's usually something that I don't want to do on stream, or that I would if I don't know. Well, I've been playing a bit of Zelda while I'm here as well, to just sort of like grind out the boring stuff. Finding more Koroks and treasure chests and what do you call it? The finding caves and stuff, which I can then revisit back on stream. The game that never ends. That's right. That's right. But yeah, I mean, it just makes it a little bit more engaging when I actually do stream Zelda. And then I played through Dark Souls 2 last year. Cause I did play original Dark Souls 2 like a little while ago. I want to say like around my debut year, something like that. And I kind of got through it and I was like, damn. Glad that was over. And now I can play Dark Souls 3 and I never got around to it. so I think it was I actually am gonna play Dark Souls 3 so soon. It's happening so soon. And I know I've been saying that, but it's actually happening so soon. It's happening so soon that I applied for perms to do it soon. That's how soon it is, guys. I actually did something. I made moves. But yeah, I played through Dark Souls 2 again recently because I also replayed Dark Souls 1 like last year. No, was it last year? It must have been last year. Anyway, and got through it, and then I was like, damn, now I gotta replay Dark Souls 2. But this time I actually played all the DLCs that I didn't play the first time through. So I got the full experience this time, and I don't know, I'm still like mixed on Dark Souls 2. The first time it was pretty painful. Like there was some neat stuff, but it's like, damn, this is not quite as amazing as the first one. It's like, this is a Souls game, all right. But it was, I don't know, it was weird. But the second time around, oh man, I think the DLC really helped sell me on DS2, because there's some classic areas and like some really solid bosses in there. And then they had to ruin it all with those like really shitty fucking areas in the Ivory King DLC, the fucking like ice deer level. If you know, you know. It's probably like the worst thing in the whole game is this fucking area. Anyway, that's a story for another time, I'm sure. It's really bad though. Anyway, yeah, we're doing DS3 very soon. Very soon. So soon. But yeah, I was playing that in preparation for DS3, which is coming up soon. And yeah, I feel like, yeah, we spoke about it before, but Death Stranding 2, which is another DS2, come to think of it, is yeah, I don't know if I want to stream it because I don't want to. I feel like I would have to stream DS1, and I already played it before, and I don't want to play it again because it's a bit long-winded and so on. I don't know if it'd be a great streaming experience. Blah 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 blah. You get the point. But yeah, I do want to play it, and we can talk about it if I play it offline. It looks good still. It's one of those games where I think I'll be taking notes, you know? Sometimes you play a game and you just it's so inspirational that you got to take notes. You ever get that? I don't know about you. Maybe it's just me, but when a game is really good, or sometimes, you know what, when a game is really bad, you got to take notes. It's time to put pen to paper. Yeah. Man, I'm at a loss because I've been seeing this game around, and I don't know if I want to stream it or not. It's one of those things, right? Have you guys been seeing this? It's Crimson Desert, and it's been getting a lot of promotion and marketing, like all over internet and stuff. It's all over Steam and Twitter and whatever, right? And I can't tell. It, you know, it looks like I probably would enjoy it like enough, but it's like maybe not amazing, and I don't know if it's that special, but it's like, I don't know, man. It looks like the most generic AAA video game ever. Yeah. It looks like... Hello. Please come back. Testing. Are we back yet? This bullshit. Oh, man. Alright, we're back. Sorry. Hey, actually, I'm sorry about that. Crimson Desert is probably a fantastic game, and it's very understandable that you would DDoS me for saying that. Yeah. No, here's the thing, like, it looks like a quintessential like AAA game, which is not necessarily a critical comment. Because what does AAA mean, really? It means like big budgets, big talent, a lot of hard professional work put on into the game, right? But there's a certain, like, you know, there's a certain association as well at the same time where, you know, it's a little bit the thing about the big companies and capitalism, whatever, and you but the point is, like, when you try to please so many people, when you try to appeal to such a wide audience, you're also appealing to no particular direction. You know, you're going out in all ways, and by saying everything, you're saying nothing. And there's nothing special about it in for a lot of these games. And you know, it's like impressive that you have realistic water physics and rope physics, and you have the highest resolution textures, and the NPCs actually have rich lives that they go on living without you, like when they're off screen, and fucking you know, the gore and violence is based off of real shock videos that we force the employees to watch. Anyway, it's like the jack of all trades is the master of none, right? So, you know, rather than like spreading their wings like all over the whole place, I wish that they would decide on like a specific vision and work really hard on that one direction, right? Because, you know, when you spread it so thin, you end up, you know, losing a lot of your depth, literally. Yeah. And that being said, you know, there's still a lot of impressive things about games that have, you know, big scopes like that, like GTA 5, like, I don't know, like, that's a example of a game that I got kind of bored of, because it was kind of like, yeah, it's a big open world, but it's like, what am I really doing here? I'm just kind of going around and realistically driving cars and shooting people, and it didn't seem that engaging to me personally. But yeah, you know, I want to check out a lot of these games. You know, Red Dead looks pretty good. Last of Us looks like it might be worth a play. Blah 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 blah. I don't know what else. But yeah, anyway, Crimson Desert looks like a game that you know, someone that thinks a game is like a checklist of things that you have to have and do. Like, if they made a game, that's what Crimson Desert looks like to me, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I saw someone say something like that, and it's like, it's so true, because I can't tell actually what the game is about. All I can tell is that it's open world, there's looting, and there's probably crafting, I don't know actually. There's a combat system where you like hack and slash, and there's elemental attacks. There's like a janky movement technique or something like that. I don't know. And it's, I don't know, it feels like they just sort of wanted to like grab a little bit out of every basket, and you know, a little bit from Zelda, a little bit from Last of Us, a little bit from Dark Souls, and it just seems like it's such like, it feels like a game with no identity from what I can tell. I can't tell what the vision is here. Like, what are we going for, man? There's got to be a fishing minigame. You gotta have that. Yeah. I don't know. That being said, you know, it looks like you could probably have some fun with it. I do feel like the exploration aspect in a game like that could be fun for me, because like that's the real juice for a lot of not even open world games, but a lot of sort of action adventure type games, is exploring the world. And you know, behind the waterfall is the hidden cave with the chest in it, and you know, it's kind of, I joke about that all the time, and it's kind of like a meme, but when it's done, it's not like putting the trope in for the sake of it, but when it's done to accentuate the sense of adventure and mystique of the world, I think it can be really I don't know, like fun. It's powerful. I like it. And it kind of gets to the point where I enjoy it just for the sake of it. But, you know, like, the point stands, right? Yeah. But I feel like walking around in a world like that, and opening chests, and, you know, finding like a hidden wall that has a rare weapon in there or something like that. That I live for that shit. That's fun. But I just fucking, you know, there comes a point where, you know, it's just, you're just like ticking stuff off the checklist, and there's not really any real depth behind it. And I think that I just wish for a world where there is a little bit more soul in it. Again, not to discount all the hard work and blood and sweat that went into the game. It's mostly about the I'd say it's mostly attributed to trying to make shareholders happy and all that stuff. I think a lot of the people working on these games are real artists that would love to, put more work into a more creative vision, but they gotta, stay in line and all that. Anyway, yeah, I don't know if I want to stream it though, because it looks like it could be a bit of brain dead fun, and we can have some genuine fun, and we can talk shit when something stupid happens or whatever. But I don't know if I feel like my time is better spent playing games that I know that I'll genuinely enjoy and not just for the joke or whatever. I don't know if I like it or not. It's John video game, it's just, I don't know. It's just a game, not a good game. Who knows? Anyway, I've been thinking about it, but I don't know. I just don't. We can check it out. Maybe one time we'll check it out. I don't know. I still don't know. Goddamn. So indecisive. Anyway. Yeah. Well. Looks like I'm out of gas. I think that's about it, guys. That's all I got. We had a good talk. I don't know, it's been like an hour and a bit or something, right? Covered some good ground. Excuse me, covered some good ground. And, you know what? I think it's about time to make the announcement before my internet shits out again. God, I hope it doesn't happen right now, because I'm about to show it. I'm trying to throw off the gods of lag. Oh no, not right now, not right now. No, I'm about to show it right now. Okay, I think we're clear. All right, we're safe. All right, guys, are you ready? I know I've been teasing you and jingling the keys in front of your face for a minute here, but the time has come to reveal the announcement. I made the announcement of the announcement the other day. Now we're announcing the announcement for real right here. It's happening soon. On the coming Sunday, the 29th. It's gonna happen. And what it is this. Boom. New outfit reveal. Shin Isho Ohirome. Yahoo! Wow! New outfit! Oh my god! Yeah! Wow, 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 wow! Wow, 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 wow! It's my new outfit, everyone. So, again, happening on Sunday, JST anyway, at about, I want to say 7 p.m. We're going to say 7 p.m. on Sunday. And you get a little sneakity peekity right here. I'll put this thumbnail up on the waiting room and on Twitter a bit later. This is courtesy of one Petoragurian, who is always coming in clutch with sick thumbnails and graphics for us. Thank you very much, Petra. But yeah, new outfit. Been a little minute. It's been about a year since my last outfit, Comfy Sonny. And now we have my next outfit. Hashtag Sanidono Real. Sanidono Real. And I'm gonna post this silhouette on Twitter as well, so you can see a bit better. But you want to be posting about that. on hashtag #SunnyDon'tReal. And here's a little silhouette for you. Get that up, yeah. Enjoy. What do you think? And you know what it's gonna be, right? From the silhouette alone, you already know what it's gonna be. You know what the theme is. You know what the general look is. You know what the idea is. But do you really know? Maybe I'm like a pirate or something like that, right? Could be. Maybe the dono is just to throw you off. Maybe I'm like a cyborg alien now in this new outfit. Who knows? Who knows? Just stay on your toes. That's all I'm saying. You never know. You never really know. You never really know. So, yeah, guys. I just want to say, can we please like keep the speculation under control? It can get really misleading, and I don't really want to like offend it. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. It's just funny to like see the discourse about the word speculation. Sometimes people say that. No, I want you to speculate about this one, okay? I want you to think long and hard about this. What could it all mean? What is this? I'm gonna post it on Twitter in a bit, and I want you guys to post what you think on hashtag #SunnyDon'tReal. And then also, you're welcome to post your predictions if you want. You're welcome to post anything about it, really, regarding. And yeah, I look forward to seeing what you guys think on Twitter, what you guys have to say, and can keep posting about it on the same hashtag as I release it, after I release it, and so on. Yeah, that's what it is. Oh yeah, I'm so excited though. It's been a long time in the making, and I'm excited to finally show you guys new Sunny Dono. He's finally here. He's coming. He's real. And such good timing as well in this beautiful spring, because the cherry blossoms are really representative of something. I don't know exactly what, but it's definitely something. And it's just great timing, in my opinion. So, yeah, that's the announcement. All right. Okay. I guess that's it. Yeah. Hope you guys look forward to it. I'll put the weight room up real soon. And yeah, spread the word. Tell your mom, okay? Be coming real soon. Yeah, good talk. Yeah, covered some really important ground today. I thought it was really productive. Great job, team. I think let's circle around and I'll follow up in a few days at the big reveal on Sunday, okay? See you guys. Thank you. Arigato. I'll see you guys later, okay? See you on Sunday. I'm leaving now. I'm gonna end the stream now. I'll read the suppas another day, I think. But I really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you. Arigato. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I'm not missing anything. I'm not forgetting anything, am I? Hang on. I think that's it. Anyway, yeah. Oh, that's right. Project Zomboid tomorrow, I believe. Tomorrow morning from 10 JST, I believe. Oh fuck, I gotta get up really early. over here. But I think I'll try to stream it if I can. I was able to join the server. I'm not sure how good the connection is with other players playing, and also if my computer can handle the streaming at the same time as the what do you call it, as the playing the game, and internet connection issues and what have you. I'm a little worried about it, but we'll see. If not, I'll just at least try to play without stream, and you can see me on other POVs. We'll see. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Okay, see you guys hopefully tomorrow. If not, on Sunday at the big reveal, okay? Thank you guys. Arigato. Bye. I'm Acorn Sonny. I'm the king of all acorns. Yahoo! Bye-bye. Thank you guys. Fun talk today, actually. Thank you guys. Had a good time. Bye-bye now. Take care. Peace. Sleep tight. I'm gonna go to bed early today. Yes, I am. Need to wake up nice and early for Zombo. Okay. Bye.